Greetings. Welcome to another morning Breadcast. We're going to pick up where we left off last time, where we were talking about planting in the seed of the Word, how it can build a solid life, and how it's really up to us to keep that daily walk with Him. I want to remind everybody to like, subscribe, and share this wherever we can. We've got to get the word out. And also, you can find these on my YouTube. You can find these on my website, diggingforendtimetruths.com. And so let's just jump in. We're going to start in Proverbs chapter 23, verse 7, where it talks about how we can build this solid life. And really, we're going to find out that this battle, it's really in our mind. And it's really with powers and principalities. It's not about flesh and blood, right? So we pick it up in Proverbs 23, verse 7, where it says, "For as he thinks in his heart, so is he." So what is Solomon telling us here? He's telling us that the battlefield is in our mind. And as we think, that's how we are, right? It starts in our mind. It gets down into our heart if we meditate on it. And it becomes part of who we are, right? Paul did a lot of teaching to the Christians about their thought life. And really, if we look at Romans chapter 8, we can find a lot of stuff that Paul talks about the Christian thought life and how it really can strengthen your walk. And it's where the battle really is, right? So we're going to pick it up in Romans chapter 8, verses 5 and 6. Verse 5 says, "For those who live according to the flesh set their minds on the things of the flesh. But those who live according to the Spirit, the things of the Spirit. For to be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace." So Paul addressed this battle in our mind, right? He talks about that if we set our minds on things of the flesh, we're going to live fleshly. And if we set our minds on things of the Spirit, we're going to live a spiritual life. And to be carnally minded is death, and to be spiritually minded is life and peace, right? He continues that thought in 2 Corinthians chapter 10, where he says, "For though we walk in the flesh, we do not war according to the flesh," right? So let me just give you my kind of paraphrase of that verse. It kind of means, although we are living in our earthly bodies, dealing with real life issues, we don't win the daily struggle with our carnal nature. It's not about flesh and blood. It's really, verse 4 says it this way, "For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty in God for pulling down strongholds." So in verse 5, he's going to tell us what these strongholds are. He says, "Casting down arguments and every high thing that exalts itself against the knowledge of God." Catch this, "bringing every thought into captivity to the obedience of Christ." If we apply that principle to every thought and situation, making every thought and action come in line with God's word, we will walk in peace regardless of the circumstances. This battle is not flesh and blood, right? All right, so notice he says that our weapons are accessed by walking with God and examining our thoughts, right? Casting down the arguments or thoughts that don't line up with God's thoughts, right? He tells us to take every thought captive. That means don't allow it entrance into your heart until you have examined it and have deemed it to be in line with God's word, right? I'm going to leave you with that for today. I want you to have a blessed day, and we'll see you again next time on the Morning Breadcast. Remember to like, subscribe, and listen. Let's get the word out, right? And let's remember that these short teachings, man, if we can put this into operation, I challenged you last time, 21 days. Just do it for 21 days, and you will see your life change. Thanks for tuning in today, and we will see you again next time on the Morning Breadcast. God bless.